Welcome to Caymanas Park Replay and Highlights Show, where we show the latest horse racing replays and results.
Large field of 13 now as Tradition steps off at the back. Axelrod comes away running with splendid vision. Blind Faith is showing good early dash, and Blind Faith now goes to the front. Glock now rushing up to take Blind Faith on as they slip past the 5, and these two go at it from Lord Ashton and Splendid Vision. Axelrod taken off the split, Storming racing on the outside. Just in behind them in the red, that's Eddie's Princess. Donald Mighty racing on the rail. Diligent out wide with Strikingly Gorgeous, wider still Baltusrol. Nuclear Emma races toward the back of the field, and Tradition is last. They've left the 7/16. They're arriving at the final 3/8 of a mile, and the favourite Block in the hands of Linton Stedman dictates the terms, arriving at the 5/16, about to come into the lane. Blind Faith is 2 lengths down on the rail. Axelrod asked to kick in on the outside, but Block the first to turn for home, stepping off toward mid-track. The rider freshening up Block with a change of hold. Over on the rail, that's Blind Faith. Here is the grey Splendid Vision now asked to launch a charge, widest of them all, but it is Block battling to hold the advantage. Splendid Vision now drawing alongside. They make eye contact, and now Splendid Vision takes charge, overwhelming the favourite inside the final 16th. It is Splendid Vision coming away under O'Shane Nugent, creating the upset. Splendid Vision beats Glock. Lord Ashton, Eddie's Princess, Strikingly Gorgeous looks to be 5th. Splendid Vision coming away under O'Shane Nugent, creating the upset. Cents. And that carryover will be to race 4. The split
1,200 meters, that's the trip. They're all in and all out. Top Gear, the last one to leave the gate. Making the running, that's Paulina Forever, joined on the outside by Star Lee. So Star Lee and Paulina Forever as they pass the 5 on the course. Black Royalty comes next. He's on the rail between horses. That is Dr. Gray out wide 4,000. Behind 4,000, that's Moon as they pass the 4. Then comes Stacy's Lady, and racing at the back, the slow starting Top Gear. They go toward the 3 furlong point on the course and making the running marginally on the outside. That is Paulina Forever, forging out a length lead from Starlee back in second. Here comes Dr. Gray on the outside. Still in it also, that's Black Royalty under the right-handed stick as they pass the 2 furlongs to the money. And now Dr. Gray, it's the front. Starlee is fighting back on the inside. It's Dr. Gray kicking away from them. A furlong to go. Dr. Gray traveling nicely as they come to the half a furlong point. Dr. Gray eased down in the end. It's picture time. Dr. Gray by maybe 9 lengths, maybe even double digit. Dr. Gray running on for second. That is Stacy's Lady. Looks like Paulina Forever is third.
It's picture time. Dr. Gray by maybe 9 lengths.
.500 meters, 7.5 furlongs. Starter ready. Now they're off. Fair start. Ratio though left at the back. Dare to Speak came away quickly with Ride with the Mob. Senor Kwanzi in the orange now bursts through horses, and Senor Kwanzi is the one that grabs an early lead and pulls away by some 2 1/4 lengths. Ride with the Mob chasing in second. Chief Prospect is settled in third, joined by Royal Aviator as they rush past the 6 and head to the 5. 3 further lengths back to Ratio racing ahead of Dare to Speak, a half a length in front of the trailer, My Mum Just. So it's a strung out field as they arrive at the 5 and make their way now to the half mile. Senor Kwanzi continuing to show the way, leading up by a length and a nose-tickling tail. Ride with the Mob now beginning to cut right into that lead, and these two make eye contact as they flash past the half-mile. Royal Aviator needs to make up a 3-leg deficit to get to those leaders. Erasure and My Mum just running as a team. Dare to Speak is further back, ahead of only one. Chief Prospect left last. They've slipped past the 3/8 and run now toward the 5/16, and out in front it's Right with the Mob and Javanil Patterson attempting to steal the show at the top of the lane. Right with the Mob under the hand ride comes into it now and drifts toward the center. Senor Kwanzi is over on the rail, narrowly overtaken by a Royal Aviator. My Mum just in the red cap out wide, but continuing to hold the advantage. Right with the Mob on the run to the furlong pole. Royal Aviator now asked to get going over against the fence. My Mum just under a ride, but not really making too much of a gain at the moment, as Ride with the Mob continues to hold the advantage, but beginning now to run on fumes. Here is My Mum just kicking in on the outside, and My Mum just now picks up the lead. It is My Mum just taking it. It's close between Ride with the Mob, Royal Aviator coming by on the inside, and then Ratio. Ride with the Mob 52.50, fourth for Ratio. The trifecta 155 exactly.
Looks as though we're ready for a start, and they're off and racing. Purple Wayne gets a good start on the outside. Jemiah Roger coming through as they pass the 7. Then comes, that is Rohan Kabir, right beside Rohan Kabir. And going down, pulling a train at the moment, the favorite, the Jay's Boy, goes down into second now. Backing out of it a bit, that is Purple Wayne. Then comes Inspired Miracle, tacked onto their tail. That's Uncle Vinny as they pass the 5. 4 lengths away before we come to Blood Song and Sebastian racing together. And hopelessly out of it at the moment. That Secret Traveler passing the 4 and in front and comfortably too. That's the Jay's Boy. Rohan Kabir is right there in the second. Right on the outside, a half a length away, is Purple Wayne as they come towards the 3. Passing the 3. Right on the rail, that is Inspired Miracle. Uncle Vinny comes next. Then comes Blood Song. Sebastian tailing off a bit. That is Jemiah Roger, and racing at the back and hopelessly out of it. That's Secret Travel there into the lane, at the top of the lane. And now the Jay's Boy kicks away 2 lengths in front on the coming on. That's Purple Wayne. The Jay's Boy in front at the furlong pole. Purple Wayne trying to make a race of it. The Jay's Boy in front and still comfortably. The Jay's Boy runs away. Easy victory. The Jay's Boy beats Purple Wayne. Inspired Miracle. Looks like Uncle Vinny getting 4th ahead of Rohan Kabir.
So comfortably as the Jay's Boy runs away. Easy victory.
They're off. John P. comes away, just angling a bit to the right, but straightens out now. Toward the inside of John P., Smoke Haze with more running to do. Powerman is also with that group over on the far side. Copper Soup races up there too. Ultimatum is in the middle, just in behind John P. Step in Faith is nearest to us, as they sort themselves out and make their way now toward the final 3. Step in Faith and John P. That's where the action is. Ultimatum has drifted to the far side under the right-hand stick, meeting up with Copper Soup. Trying to make some ground at this moment. That is Trulicity, but it's Step in Faith under the stand fence, who now begins to motor as they make their way passing the 316. Step in Faith out on that lead. John P. and Trulicity chasing. Copper Soup over toward the far side, but Step in Faith continues to lead them inside the final furlong. It is Step in Faith leaving the 16th marker with the advantage under Jordan Barrett. They're not going to get back to Step in Faith. Step in Faith steps it up to win by 4. Close between Queen Destiny and John P. Then Trulicity in a photo with on the far side Copper Soup. 23-2, 46-4. Final time 101-2. Margins 4.5 by a short head. Field in line, 1500 meters, 7.5 furlongs thereof. Fair start. Left at the back, I Am a Citizen. As they charge past the 7, and Stevie the Great shows intent and grabs that early lead. A length and a half in front of Tomahawk, Let Him Fly out wide. Pharaoh It Is on another Cookie in the middle. Versatile Vision right on the rail as these group up tightly as they run past the 6. They're all separated by 5 lengths. Helicopter tacked on to their back end. Sweet and Smart a further length on the outside. Sen City now on the go. I Am a Citizen left at the back as they leave the 5 and run the far side and head to the half mile. Pharaoh It Is battling just against the rail as they make their way into that half-mile turn. It is Pharaoh It Is who shows up on that lead. Stevie the Great now moving through, and Stevie the Great gets it and quickly slips away. Let Him Fly chasing on the outside. Pharaoh It Is and Sen City, these 3 abreast as they flash past the 3. Sweet and Smart asked to make ground along with Tomahawk and Cold Pursuit under a ride. Helicopter kept to the outside, then Versatile Vision further back to another Cookie crumbling, and last of all it's I Am a Citizen as they turn for home at the top of the lane, and Let Him Fly now grabs the lead from Stevie the Great. On the rail, Pharaoh It Is getting the left-hand stick. Sweet and Smart rubbing shoulders with Sen City, but it's Let Him Fly who holds the advantage, slipping past the furlong pole and continuing to respond to the right-hand stick. Let Him Fly and Tevin Foster leave the 16th pole behind and leave them all behind. Let Him Fly will win by maybe 5 over Pharaoh It Is. Close between Helicopter, Stevie the Great. Sweet and Smart is 5th.
Pole behind and leave them all behind. Let Him Fly will win by maybe
3rd, 7 Helicopter, 130. 4th, 10 Stevie the Great. 5th, 9 Sweet and Smart. Trifecta 2000. They're off for the cash pot. Only One for Me trophy. Slammer stepped out at the back with Perfect Brew. As expected, Princess Shooting Star a shot to the front. Golden Wattle is 2 lengths down and chasing. Silent Mission pulling alongside as they leave the 5. Fly Messenger Fly and Take a Punt race up together. Slammer now moving in between horses as they go running toward the half mile, and Perfect Brew on the outside of runners. Fly Messenger Fly now relegated to last as they've left the half mile and leave the 7/16. Princess Shooting Star continues to run with that lead a length in front as they go flashing past the 3. Golden Wattle in hot pursuit. Toward the outside, Silent Mission. Perfect Brew now beginning to bubble to the boil. Slammer is close enough, if good enough on the rail, then Take a Punt and Fly Messenger Fly, but they're into the lane. And it's Princess Shooting Star continuing to lead. Slammer attacking on the rail. Golden Wattle in a handy position with Silent Mission, and Perfect Brew now exploding on the outside. And Perfect Brew now comes up to grab the lead. Princess Shooting Star in the middle. Over on the rail, that's Slammer, and Slammer may just have it as they're inside the final 16th. It is Slammer and Dick Cardenas by a length and a half over Perfect Brew. Slammer will win the cash pot. Only One for Me trophy over Perfect Brew. Then Silent Mission, Princess Shooting Star and Take a Punt going by together.
Slammer and Dick Cardenas by a length and a half over Perfect Brew. Slammer will win the
3 Slammer, 4 Golden Wattle, 7 Perfect Brew. So 2, 3, 4, and 7 all go to the testing barn. Slammer. Field in line. 1 mile the trip. They're off. Ruds the Indian gets off slow along with 6th Avenue. They share last. Sky Zone got a good start. Little Grovey Thing, JJ Warrior right there on the premises. As they flash past the 7, and it's JJ Warrior near to us. Little Grovey Thing right alongside. There goes Sky Zone now asked to join them. Miss HJF is moving down against the rail, just on the inside of Always Vigorous as they leave the 6. A gap opens up to Bunksy Boy. Pocket change in between horses. Ruds the Indian improving on the rail. Another champion is 2 lengths back with 6th Avenue for company, and Mule Train is last. They've left the 5 and make their way now toward the half mile. On the rail, that's the grey JJ Warrior as they charge away now into that half mile turn. Little Grovey Thing has made good progress, and Little Grovey Thing now strikes the front from JJ Warrior, Sky Zone, and Always Vigorous. These four in a tight cluster as they leave the 7/16th. A gap of 5 to Miss HJF, followed up by Runs the Indian as they're stringing out Bunksy Boys there, ahead of Pocket Change and 6th Avenue continuing to team up toward the back. Another Champion and Mule Train. They're at the 5/16th. They're about to come thundering into the lane. Sky Zone is out wide of Little Grovey Thing hanging onto the rail, and it's Sky Zone with the lead at the top of the stretch. Less than a quarter of a mile to run. Can they catch Sky Zone? Little Grovey Thing is trying to fight on against the rail. The great JJ Warrior in the center. Miss HJF running right up the rail as they leave the furlong pole, and still Sky Zone under the right-hand stick, responding well. Sky Zone out in front with a 16th remaining. Dick Cardenas, he has one already. He's looking for his second, and Sky Zone, barring a mishap, will give it to him. Sky Zone wins by maybe 3 in the end over Miss HJF. Then JJ Warrior, Little Grovey Thing, Bunksy Boys 5th.
He has one already. He's looking for his second, and Sky Zone, barring a mishap, will give it to him. Sky Zone wins.
$1 to win, 147 to place. Second for Miss HJF, 224. Field in 9 for the dash. They're off. Salvation and Father Patrick the slowest to escape. Victory Turn, the speedball, matches strides with Patriarch early as they go flashing up toward the half mile in this quick sprint. Victory Turn has taken that lead. Laban moving fluently. There goes Father Patrick recovering. Juke back in third. Laban right in behind them in fourth. They're followed by the Grey Salvation, 5 lengths off that lead. Legality on the outside of Patriarch, taking off the speed, about to be overtaken by stablemate God of Love as they leave the 5/16th and come thundering into the top of the stretch. Father Patrick tackling Victory Turn. Father Patrick just the leader. Victory Turn battling on. Salvation, the grey over against the rail. The other grey Juke now with long strides beginning to pick them off as they run toward the furlong pole. It is Juke finishing best at the moment. Father Patrick is battling on. Laban looking for somewhere to go, but Juke now snatches the lead. Inside the final 16th, it's Juke under the left-hand stick holding on to the lead. Laban trying to come late. Too late is the cry. Juke beats Laban. Close between Legality and Father Patrick. Then God of Love.
Final 16, it's Juke under the left-hand stick, holding on to the lead. Laban trying to come late too.
Father Patrick, 64, 4th, 7, Legality. The trifecta, 903. Exacta, 1007. They're ready? They're off. 1820 meters. Press conference gets off like a jet from the one draw as they make their way now into that clubhouse turn. Ophelius racing out wide, rider looking for traffic. E&I Lynx is taken out wide by Ophelius as they go now rushing past the mile. Press conference on that lead. Heavenly Glitter and a Fake race as a team. There goes E&I Lynx rushing up with a Money Man, and the lead has changed hands. It's now E&I Lynx as they make their way passing the 7. Press conference fading back. Ophelius is there with Kai Alexis, and these are in a very tight grouping in behind E&I Lynx. Fake Race is up next, followed by Nakamura. Colorado Ranger out wide of Heavenly Glitter. Sweet Majesty as they leave the 6 toward the back with Avenging Angel and Maya Trails. Down the back stretch they go. They're about to arrive at the 5. And it's E&I Lynx continuing to hold the lead. Press conference just a length down as they leave the 5. Money Man is there. There goes Fake now improving on the outside, just 2.5 lengths off that lead. Kai Alexis and Nakamura race with Sweet Majesty. Heavenly Glitter is getting the run on the rail as they enter that half-mile turn. They make their way now toward the 7/16th. It's E&I Lynx. Press conference pressing all the while against the rail. They're separated by the warts on their noses as they go flashing past the 3. In behind them, that's a Money Man and Fake. Then Sweet Majesty. A break back in behind as they go flashing up past the 5/16th to Kai Alexis. Avenging Angel now asked to make ground. Nakamura in between them, but E&I Lynx has the lead at the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile to go. Press conference running over against the rail. Money Man now trying to get on terms, and Fake on the extreme outside, but still E&I Lynx battling to hold the advantage. Less than a furlong to run. Can they catch E&I Lynx? E&I Lynx now being driven flat to the boards by the rider with a 3-length lead. Avenging Angel Angel now Sprout swings, but it's going to possibly be late. E&I Lynx wins it by 2 or more over Avenging Angel Fake, then Sweet Majesty and Money Man.
3 rounds lead. Avenging Angel now Sprout swings, but it's going to possibly be late. E&I.
97 to place. Second 9, Avenging Angel, 847. Third 2 Fake, 245.